On today's IRS tax refund update, with less than 8 weeks to go until the start of the 2025 tax season, we will take a look at some key items ahead of the upcoming tax season, including potential problems you could face when filing your tax returns next year, as well as some top codes that may appear on your tax transcript and what that may mean to you and your tax refund. And from there, we will recap those still waiting on this year's tax refunds and those who have been experiencing delays as far back as January. Now, starting off with the latest, as the next round of tax refunds are scheduled for release on December 11th and 13th as confirmed by the tax transcripts seen here. Now, if you are part of the latest refund batches and have opted to receive that refund via direct deposit, most will receive that refund in their bank accounts by the refund date. However, depending on your bank, you will need to wait up to 5 additional business days to post to your bank account before initiating a payment trace with the IRS. Meanwhile, if you are expecting to receive a paper check, you should have that within 5 to 7 days of the refund date. But in your case, you will need to allow up to 30 days to receive it in the mail before initiating a payment trace. Now, many are preparing to file their tax returns as early as next month. One of the problems a number of our viewers have encountered in previous years is having their tax returns rejected by the IRS when filing online and encountering some of the messages as seen here. And in a number of cases, the tax return rejection is due to a very simple problem that can easily be corrected, such as an incorrect social security number was entered, as well as the wrong information for a dependent being claimed, such as a name or social security number, does not match. However, other causes for a rejected tax return could be that an identification protection PIN is required and is missing, which usually impacts those who have been victim of tax identify theft in the past. And another cause for rejection is someone else has claimed the dependent you are trying to claim on your tax return. One important step for those who have not done so already is to create an account on the IRS website, which will allow you to view your tax transcript as seen here on the left, which can provide more up-to-date information on your tax return status. Then what you may see when checking on the status of your tax refund on the Where's My Refund section of the IRS website. And for those viewers who are unfamiliar with a tax transcript, we created a video earlier this year with step-by-step instructions on how to access your tax transcripts, which could be found in our video library. Once you have been able to access your tax transcripts and the IRS has received your tax return, there will be several codes that will appear on your transcripts, specifically the 150 code, which indicates the IRS has received your tax return, and the 806 code, which represents tax withholdings from your income. In most cases, your paycheck. Meanwhile, the 971 code represents a notice that is sent out by the IRS. However, one code that could appear that impacts thousands each year is the 570 code, as seen here, which indicates a hold has been replaced on your tax return and additional action is needed, which could mean the IRS needs to examine the tax return further and may in fact request specific documentation from you, such as tax forms, so processing can continue. However, there will be instances where the IRS just needs additional time to review the return, possibly due to a small error that they can correct themselves. However, more problematic codes some will encounter are the 424, 420, and 810 tax transcript codes, which ultimately lead to refund delays. As a result, now the 424 code represents the IRS will be examining the tax return further due to a potential issue discovered by the IRS computer system. And if it cannot be resolved, you could see a 420 audit code. Now often the audit will result in a simple documentation request from the IRS, oftentimes dependent information, if an issue is discovered involving a credit being claimed, such as the child tax credit or earned income tax credit. However, as it relates to self-employment taxes, it could be a request for bank statements and business records, and the 810 refund freeze code could be something as simple as the need to complete ID verification before the refund is released. Now, other items to look for on that tax transcript include what is called the cycle code, which can be found in the center of the transcript as highlighted in this image, and the cycle codes will end in either 01, 02, 03, 04, or 05, with a significant number having their cycle codes ending in 05. And the cycle codes can be important as it will represent when the tax transcripts and refund status results will update in your particular situation throughout the week. Let us know in the comment section below about your ongoing tax issue. In the meantime, we will keep monitoring the situation for further developments, so make sure to click on the thumbs up and subscribe button below for future updates on this channel, and thanks for watching.